You all, family member who was at the bedside of a former president, Muhammadu Buhari, before his death, has revealed some, very detailed information to the general public, which we are going to discuss about in the rest of the video. But before we do that, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please make sure you subscribe, turn on the post notification bell as well. Also give this video a massive thumbs up. That way, we are able to get encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. Also, YouTube will be able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. And without further delay, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Former President Muhammadu Buhari spent his final evening in high spirits, planning his return to Nigeria before his sudden death in London. His nephew, Mama Daura, shared that Buhari's health sharply declined on Sunday with breathing difficulties, leading to his passing around 4:30 p.m. Ex-head of state Abdulsalam Abubakar, who was also currently hospitalized nearby, paid tribute, calling Buhari deeply honest and dedicated to fighting corruption. Former Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari spent his final hours in what close family members described as hopeful and even cheerful anticipation of leaving the hospital. But by the afternoon of Sunday, July 13, the nation's former leader had taken his last breath at the age of 82, drawing the curtain on a political life that spanned decades. According to his nephew and confidant, Mama Daura, the late Buhari had been steadily recovering and was in unusual good spirits just the evening before his death. Daura, who had kept close watch during Buhari's medical stay at the London clinic, recounted that plans were already underway to ensure Buhari's discharge before the end of the week. Hotel bills for family and associates who had traveled to London to support him were even being prepared for payment in anticipation of his return home. We were together on Saturday, talking and laughing, and Buhari was in high spirits, Daura shared. We talked about everything. He even had a plan to depart for Nigeria upon his discharge this week. Daura left his bedside around 9 p.m., promising to return on Sunday afternoon. At the time, there was no sign that the former president's condition would take a tragic turn. However, on Sunday morning, Buhari began to experience breathing difficulties while taking breakfast. Medical staff at the clinic acted quickly, but by around 4:30 p.m., the former president had passed away. The sudden decline shocked his family, who had clung to signs of improvement in the preceding days. Adding to the sober narrative, former military head of state Abdulsalam Abubakar revealed in a televised interview that he had also been admitted at the same London hospital. Abdulsalami Abubakar, who had just been discharged when Buhari died, rushed back to console the family and help arrange the repatriation of Buhari's body to Nigeria. Reflecting on their shared past, Abdulsalam spoke of a relationship dating back over 60 years when both men served in the Nigerian military. He was my senior, and during the unfortunate civil war, we were fighting in the same sector, Abdulsalami recalled. He described Buhari as a gentleman who was very quiet and exceptionally honest, insisting that his late colleague could be trusted completely. Looking back at Buhari's years in office, Abdulsalami praised the late president's determined fight against corruption. Still, he acknowledged shortcomings in his government, admitting unfortunately some of the officials who served him were found wanting. Buhari's death, Abdulsalami said, represents a big blow, not only for Nigeria, but also for the broader African region. He noted that President Bola Tinubu's swift decision to dispatch Vice President Kashim Shettima and Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila to London underlined the gravity of a moment for the country. With the passing away of Buhari, politics in Nigeria will certainly change. I hope for the better, Abdulsalami concluded, hinting that the former president's departure marks the end of an era that will reshape the nation's political landscape. For family, allies, and millions of Nigerians, Buhari's final hours came sooner than anyone expected, closing the chapter on a figure whose leadership and life were often marked by resilience and controversy in equal measure. Tinubu ordered Vice President Kashim Shettima to travel to the UK to bring Buhari's body home and directed flags to be flown at half-mast. Buhari, who led Nigeria both as military head of state and elected president, leaves behind a significant legacy in the nation's political history. Prominent Nigerians like Yahaya Bello, the president's wife Oluremi Tinubu, Rotimi Amechi, and other prominent Nigerians have arrived in Daura for the burial. The body of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, has arrived in Nigeria as well, and the burial will commence anytime soon. Muhammadu Buhari is to be buried in his compound. Digging has started. Family relatives have started digging his grave sites, and dignitaries are said to be waiting for the arrival of his body. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has landed at the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport in Katsina, where he is expected to receive the remains of his predecessor, ex-President Muhammadu Buhari. Tinubu landed after the number of dignitaries in Buhari's hometown increased to an all-time high. There are conflicting reports as to where exactly Buhari's funeral prayer will hold. While some have said the prayer will be held in a condoned piece of land, others are saying it will hold at the helipad in Daura. Governor Diko Rada of Katsina had earlier said the funeral prayer would hold either at Kangiwa grounds of the Emir of Daura Palace or any other most appropriate place, as might be suggested by security personnel. Currently, the First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has landed in Katsina en route to Daura. Similarly, a delegation from the Republic of Niger, led by Prime Minister Ali Lami Zain, has also arrived at Katsina ahead of the funeral prayer. Other important dignitaries that have arrived in Katsina include former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, as well as Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal. Similarly, the Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, have also arrived in Katsina. In Daura, dignitaries like the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, former Transport Minister Rotimi Amechi, and former Borno State Governor Ali Modu Sheriff are on ground. Newsroom Nigeria had reported that former Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isha Ali Pantami, was already in Daura ahead of a funeral. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you very much for listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.